everyone, welcome back to another video where today we're going to be solving Leetcode problem 169 titled the majority element. So we're given an array nums of size n or length n, and we simply want to return the majority element. And we're told that the majority element is the element that appears more than the length n divided by 2 times. And note that slash doesn't indicate integer division but floating point division with a remainder. So we may assume that the majority element always exists in the array. In other words, our input is always valid, and we can always perform our algorithm based on the problem's prompt with it. So example 1 gives us an input array of the array 3, 2, and 3. And of course we would return 3 as that is the majority element, appearing 2 out of the 3 length times in this array. And in example 2 we have nums, which is equal to an array of 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, where the length is going to be 7, and we have 2 appearing 4 times, which is greater than 7 divided by 2, which is equal to 3.5, and so of course our output would be 2. So honestly, I feel like the problem statement itself, when it defines the majority element, is kind of throwing you out of the way and making you think a little bit more differently and wiring the problem a little bit more different and complex for you, just so you think a different way and you may get frustrated. The reality is, you know that the majority element is going to be the greatest element in the counter of your nums array. And you simply need to return the maximum counter with our key being the counters.get method, which simply scans through the max value of the indices in the counter, which essentially stores each element's occurrence in our array. That's exactly what a counter is. Okay? So what we'll do is we'll set our counter. Sorry, it looks like I'm not typing. We'll set our counter equal to the counter of nums. Okay, if you guys aren't familiar with this, a counter simply stores every single element in our array with its corresponding occurrence within that array. And we simply pass in nums as our input array. And all we literally have to do is simply return the max of our counter with the key being the counter.get. And what the .get method does, it is essentially scans through the maximum value or whatever built-in keyword we pass in for the indices in the counter rather than the values themselves. So it basically scans through the keys generally. Okay? And if we were to submit this, we would see that it is pretty efficient and is a very, very nice, simple, uncomplex solution. So you really just have to throw your mind away from this majority element length divided by 2 times and simply think about, hey, the majority element is going to be essentially the element that does essentially return or occur most in our array. And that's all we need to think of. And to do that, we can simply check every single occurrence of each element in an array using the counter and simply return that max of the counter with the key being the indices or the key rather than the values in the counter themselves using the OurCounter.get method in Python. So if you guys learned something new and enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.